For those who are familiar with Four Seasons, the hotel, explain how this complements that business, how important the private residence business is to the bottom line.
In terms of our pipeline of new projects, which as you can imagine, we're always undertaking, approximately 3/4 of those are what we would consider mixed-use hotel residential projects. And in many instances, the hotels would not get built but for the residential component, because from a real estate perspective, the residential piece often drives the development profits that allow the developer to construct the building. On the other hand, though, the brand and the services provided by Four Seasons is critical also to selling the residential. So it's a very complementary package, and one that we've developed a tremendous track record in.
Who are the would-be buyers of a place like this one?
For many of these buyers, I mean, frankly, it's a very diverse group of people. I think it's very hard to generalize. Some are local New Yorkers who this is where they're going to call home. Others are citizens of the world who want a pied-à-terre while they're traveling around to all the different global cities that they may do business in or frequent. So it's a very diverse set of people, but I think what they have in common is this desire to be part of often an iconic real estate development, a residence of exceptional quality with a brand and service levels that they know they can count on as delivering the very highest to address their needs.
Where are you looking outside of New York to build next? I know you have a property in London, second property in London that's coming together. Where are you looking for your next set of private residences?
So you mentioned London, and I think it's worth pausing on that one. It's very exclusive. It's only 37 units. It is of the utmost quality, trades at the highest end of the London real estate market. And what is distinctive about that is it's being done independent of one of our hotels there. This is something that we are pursuing judiciously, largely in global gateway cities where we have an existing hotel presence that helps us have the management infrastructure in place to provide the services that are so critical to the guests who use these. Other places where we are developing residential projects or involved with them, Bangkok, Abu Dhabi, and so forth. And so it's really, as I said, as we look at our pipeline of projects around the world, 75% of them have a residential component. And so it's really core to what we do, and it's all over the world.
How keenly are you following the Brexit process in the UK? How much does that matter to your business? When that happens, how it happens?
I think what's been interesting is that as part of Brexit, the pound has fallen in value. London is a market, arguably the global capital of the world. Many of the buyers for those units are from outside the UK. And from their perspective, suddenly with a depressed pound, London is a better value. And so we've actually seen a healthy pace of continued sales there because of that. And so we're still obviously taking a wait and see attitude as to the longer term implications. But I think it's been interesting to see that short term, there is such a depth of demand for this sort of real estate in London that we've not seen a negative impact to date.
Has there been a change since the election here in the US? We have a new president who's been on the job here for a little over a month. Did that election last November change anything for your business?
Well, I think it's hard right now. It hasn't been long enough to make sweeping generalizations. Interestingly, in this project itself, in the month of November 2016, we had over $100 million of sales. And I do think that there was a little bit of an election pause leading up to it, just because of, regardless of which way it went, there was an uncertainty people wanted to resolve. And in the aftermath, I think we've seen a healthy level of activity. And I think I'm not sure what to attribute it to, but certainly resolution of uncertainty is an important one.